Hello there, friends. My name is Ansamano. You guys already know me. And today I wanted to make a review on the RDX T13 boxing gloves. I know nobody's made a review on these yet, at least of what I've seen. I've seen one, I think I might have actually seen one review, but these are, I gotta say real quick, before we get into the video, these are a very mixed glove, both in terms of them having good and bad. But way more good than bad. So that's a positive. That's a big positive, obviously. Now, before I get into this video, I do want to say that I am gonna upload a video right before this one of me using the heavy bag with these, and I'm really excited to go ahead and make a review. So let's get on with the review. You can see the side view real quick, the number tuck, front view, palm view, and real quick I want to show you inside, the mesh right there, and see the back and the knuckle. This has a, say, medium foam density. You can see right here, unlike a Cleto, it takes a lot more time to retract whenever you, whenever you like fold it, kinda, versus a Cleto. Look, this. I don't have a Cleto with me right now. I'm in my room, but a Cleto, on the other hand, has it to where it just, pops back up automatically. This one takes time to do that. You can see the thumb. Nice cushioned. This is made with a synthetic leather. I'm not sure what they call it. I'm trying to see if it's, okay, I don't say anything, but it says it is. But yeah, this is made with synthetic leather. I'm not sure which one it is, what kind I mean, but it is a very good quality of it though. Synthetic leather doesn't always mean bad. I'll tell you that. In fact, sometimes I would say that sometimes if you're this kind of person that doesn't really care about maintaining your gloves that much, because you just don't really care for maintaining a glove, you don't want to put all that effort into it, even though it's already going to get banged up. A synthetic glove is way better for you then, because you won't have to condition it like a leather glove you would, which I clean my leather gloves, see here, with the normal wipes at least every other week, and then conditioner like once every other month or so. But with a synthetic glove, you don't need to do that. You might need to wipe it off a few times, because it's dirty. You might feel a little grimy or, a little bit slippery or something like that after a little bit. But, real quick though, I do want to actually get on to the review. I want to start off with comfort. I have large hands, larger hands. This accommodated my hand very well when it came to the finger pocket. You can see finger pocket, have longer fingers and it fit perfectly. You can see you get pretty nice pop, and actually this is hurting more than this. So yeah, you can see the design. I know a lot of people don't care about design much. I do care about design, but I definitely prefer actual performance over it, but this is just an add-on. The side view right here looks beautiful. Right there, it's normal. Here, it's pretty good. Front view, pretty nice. It's a very sleek looking glove. My hands don't really smell from this anymore. Actually, they never really smelled to begin with. These are 14 ounce, as you can see with the identification tag. And I got these for a sale. I think, let's see here. 60 bucks I paid. Retail, they're 100, I think. And 60 with tax and shipping and all that. So pretty good deal, I would say. Putting the glove back on. I would say wrist support. I'm bending it as hard as I can. I can't really do it to the sides. Maybe that's supposed I could do it to the side. Versus like that, you know? Here. This glove does a good job on that. But yeah, first I would want to go, as I said, I'm going to go over the wrists first. And I'm gonna just go over it in general. I'm not really gonna, really gonna like separate it into sections like I did with the boxing shoes. I'm gonna just do an honest review. I do want to say that this glove was worth the money, well worth the money. I think without a sale, I think it'd still probably be worth the money. Yeah, there might be other gloves that are better, I guess you can say. When it comes to wrist support, best glove I've had, without a doubt. Off the retail, I think overall superior gloves would be better, but that's just because the reason I got these is because they're a different type of glove. The superiors are better for mitt work, double end bag, but this is way better for bag work. Room on the inside is not a lot, but it's not like a Cleto Reyes glove to where your hand doesn't feel comfortable in it. Without a hand wrap or inner wrap or anything like that, oh, it feels so good. It's like you could have your hand in here for a year. Obviously not that long, but you know what I'm saying. But you can have your hand in here and it feels nice. Obviously, you could go all the way around like that, and wrist support is so good. But you can see, I think it's pretty clear. If I do a view real quick, it's quite a lot. That's more than the superior gloves. And then on the back of the wrist, it's quite a lot of padding there too. Here, do I even need to explain how much padding is in here? There is so much padding. Let's see here. I'm going to put the glove back on just to show you guys. This much. Look. There's like this. Hold on, let me see here. There's like this much padding in there. It's a lot of padding. So if you have knuckle problems, they say this is a good glove. Only problem is the shock. But that's with any glove, basically. And don't get Cleto Reyes if you have a hand injury. That's common sense. It's a puncher's glove. But, see, they're Novatech. And durability-wise, I would say this is probably going to go a long way. You can see the attached thumb there. They didn't chip out with it. Same exact material. Durability-wise, though, I think these probably are not going to last as long as my superiors. But then again, those are genuine leather. Those took a big beating, though. Nail. One of them got caught in a nail, and it ripped the thumb out a little bit. So, the attachment right there that combines the thumb. But overall, I'd say despite this, right here, that mesh part, I think this is going to last a long time. I do have a few complaints on it real quick. I wish on the inside it was a little more comfortable. It's comfortable, very comfortable. But the problem is, I know this is with most gloves, but when you wear this glove for a while, it gets a little bit uncomfortable, to say the least. Sorry. And I think right here they went a little overboard. You can see right there, there's a pocket. I know it's gonna have it loosely strapped, but even if you have it tightly strapped, I don't like how they have it like that, to where it tapers up. I wish they just had it to where it would be here. Yeah, I know in theory it gives you better wrist support, but in practice it really doesn't. I've noticed that I think it would do the same amount if it was literally just a normal a normal one. But yeah, obviously you do have hand wraps with this too, though, so you gotta keep that in mind. I don't really know how I would go about with the comfort, because I have so many mixed feelings about it. Because obviously I want more room because I have bigger hands, and there's so much padding in this glove, it just takes up most of the space. If you have an inner wrap that has gel in it, or if it's not just plain hand wraps, they're not going to fit in this glove. I can promise you that. You got those Fortress hand wraps, probably not going to fit in this glove. And if they do it, it's going to be uncomfortable. My hand wraps alone, they're uncomfortable in this glove. Obviously, if somebody wraps you with tape, if you get wrapped with tape and gauze is usually more compact than a hand wrap, because a hand wrap is actual cloth going around your hand, and it doesn't compress as easy, versus tape and gauze is more compact. It fits to the hand. It feels like it's just normal, this with more protection. But even with that, it still got some comfort issues. Thumb is fine, doesn't really get numb, but the padding right here, it pushes up against that a little bit more than my other glove, so that does make it go a little bit uncomfortable sometimes. But the biggest one, I hate to say this, because the cloth material feels so comfortable on your hand, but it gets hot in this glove. It gets so hot in this glove. You pull your hand out, it'll be covered in sweat after a round of heavy bag. But they still work very well. I've done 5 rounds in this bag, with this on my bag, and before I talk about the experience with the heavy bag, I do want to say that right here, you can see the padding there, which I don't know if you can see right there. It's a tiny bit of padding, adds more wrist support, but then again, it does put more pressure right here. But it gets so hot, which brings down the comfort big time. I don't like that at all. Just because of how much of an opportunity they had to, like, get rid of this. Get rid of this, add ventilation holes, please. Mesh doesn't do anything. I'm telling you, it just puts down the quality of the glove. I'd rather see them cheap out right there on the attachment of the thumb than right there. I don't think it was because they're cheaped out. I think if they cheaped out, I think they would have gone for the attachments or something like that, or right here, the tapestry to go around. But I don't think it was because of that. I think they were doing it because they thought it would, just be better, for ventilation, but it's not. I think it actually does the complete opposite. Probably makes it worse because it gives you false sense of, hey, it's gonna be ventilated. No, it's not. But that's all I really gotta complain about for comfort. Now I want to talk about the experience with the heavy bag. When I was using these on the heavy bag, I think you can see how much padding there is on the knuckle. So much padding. Oh my gosh. But the shock, it's not like a gel to where it's not like a gel padding to where it absorbs the shock. It's like if you were punching, I don't know how to explain. It's like if you were to take a pillow, put it up against a brick wall, right? Take like 2 or 3 pillows, put it up against a brick wall, nail it to there somehow, get it there, and then you punch it. Not full power, no, you just break your knuckle. But to where it's like, to where you do mid power, that's how it feels. To where over time, when you keep on hitting it hard, I don't know what you guys put in your guys' bag, but for mine, it's sand, which you're supposed to use. It's really dense. It's really dense. I know some people use a less dense thing, or they use a water bag to where it's not as painful on the hand. But the shock generated here went down, and it seemed to stop right here, which right hand was actually the one I had problems with when it came to discomfort, and it was not the knuckle, and it was not here, and it was not here. it was here, right here, which causes a chain effect down here, and it hurt so much. It got to the point where I had to go like this, and it would, like, you know, hurt, but then, like, if I pressed it like that, it would hurt, but if you just, I kept on pushing through, and it was fine. But for some reason, my left hand, nothing like that happened. But keep in mind, I did have an injury right here on this hand, and right here on the wrist on this hand, so I think that's why. I can't say any other reason why, because my left hand doesn't have that problem. But, so I wouldn't fault the glove for that. I would just fault my wrist injury. Which is why in the future I'm probably going to have to use winnings in a fight or something. And not Cleto Reyes. But that's besides the point. I'm sorry. You can see, as I said before, sponsorships. And, you can see the design. Take this how you want. I know some people wouldn't like this, but I think it's pretty fine. I don't really care about it that much anyway. And size comparison. Sometimes the gloves on one, sometimes one of the gloves is bigger than the other one. But you can see they're pretty much just the same exact size. They match up in dimensions and everything. You know. I think it's a beautiful glove. I think it's a very well-made glove. Honestly, I'd say I know some people would definitely complain about the mesh, which I complain about the mesh, but I know some people would probably be like, oh, you know, that brings the quality down. Yeah, it brings the quality down, but it's not like that cheap mesh you'll find in Everlast gloves. If you have seen the Pro style or the Elite gloves, stuff like that, they'll use a way thinner mesh, way thinner. So if you're ever thinking about getting Everlast over this, don't. Only ones I could see making a case for maybe in the MX and stuff like that. And the reason they use synthetic leather is they're a vegan brand. I didn't buy it because it was a vegan brand. I saw it on sale. I know RDX is a very good brand for entry and mid-tier gloves. And I know they also got the higher stuff, which is like from 100 on up. Which, that's what I got. Something that was 100 on up, but it was on a Black Friday sale. So, you know, think smarter, not harder. But, even with that, even with the synthetic material, I can see this going a long way. But I do gotta say the stitching could be better in some areas. It's pretty fine, but you could see one of the stitches pulling away. Other than that, seems pretty fine overall. The mesh is actually stitched together pretty good, which I like. The thumb, you can see, is in an inward position, and it makes it to where it's again. Like that. Like that. But, yeah, I'm going to wrap it up soon. But, I would give these gloves probably an 8 out of 9. 7.5 out of 10. And I know some people might think that's bad, but I think it's actually pretty good for a glove that's only $100. Obviously, 10 out of 10 would be like Cleto, Grant, stuff like that. But the Cleto would be the newer versions to where it's, you know, not as stiff and all that, and to where it's bigger. But I would definitely recommend these, even for $100. I think they are probably well worth more than that. But yeah, if you guys are questioning on a glove you should get that's $100 or so, I say Superiors would be the first ones you should get. These would be the second ones I would recommend. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys all later.